Hello everyone and welcome to Thoughts and Review for a pay-per-view. This time we are reviewing New Japan Pro Wrestling World Tag League and Best of the Super Juniors finals. That took place last night. And I wasn't going to record this last night after it finished because it was way too late to do that. It was like nearly 11 o'clock or something at night, and I was like, I can't believe. But yeah, so the first match of the night was Bullet Club's Bad Luck Fale, Chase Owens, and Taiji Ishimori versus Chaos's Toru Yano, Robbie Eagles, and Sho. It was an alright match. It wasn't anything great. It was pretty much just to set up Fale versus Yano for the King of Pro Wrestling Championship. And yeah, Bullet Club won, so yeah, it was alright. Then we had the Empire, that being Will Ospreay, Jeff Cobb, and the Great Khan, versus Okada, Tanahashi, and Toa Henare. It was a pretty good match. Pretty good match, which the Empire won. Which they should have. They should have won. They did win. So yeah, it was a pretty good match. Cobb picked up the win over Henare with Tour of the Islands, and it was good, pretty good. So that was that really. It was I don't know. Definitely a show that should go and watch, but yeah. Then we had Bullet Club's Evil and Yujiro Takahashi versus LIJ's Sonata and Shingo Takagi. This was, it was alright. It was more just to sort of set up Evil and Sonata down the road. But yeah, it was whatever. Bloody LIJ won. So yeah, LIJ won, and after the match, Shingo beat Huge to win. But yeah, after the match, Jeff Cobb came down and officially challenged Shingo for a Never Openweight Championship match, which that was set up there too. So yeah, that's cool. I would imagine that Jeff Cobb's going to win that, just because I think it would work with the Empire a bit more. One thing I haven't done yet is the predictions for it. So Bullet Club won, Empire 1 and LIJ 1, which means that I am currently on 3 points. Seth is on 1 point, Joe is on 1 point, and Kyle is on 1 point. So I'm already winning this, and there's 3 matches to go. So let's see how we go from here. After that, we got Kota Ibushi and Master Wato, which I believe is Suzuki-gun, versus LIJ's Tetsuya Naito and Bushi. And it was a good match, pretty good match. It was pretty damn good. Ibushi and Wato won, which was a little bit surprising, because I sort of thought that Naito would win, but I don't know. I guess he's got Bushi on his team, so yeah. But yeah, I just sort of thought that because Wato was in there, he might lose. It was a pretty good match, and obviously it's all just a build towards Wrestle Kingdom there. So it was a good tag team match there. Then we got the World Tag League finals, and it was Finn Juice, which is David Finlay and Juice Robinson, versus God, which is obviously Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga. Really good match. I really enjoyed the match. God won. They needed some help. I believe it was Jado got in the ring and tried to help them when the referee was distracted. I think Tungaloa had the ref distracted. Jado got in, went to hit Juice with the kendo stick, but Juice just sort of caught it and went, yeah, nah. And as that happened and he went to get Jado back, Kenta showed up and smacked Juice in the head with the briefcase. And that allowed God to hit the Super Power Bomb, and 1, 2, 3, they win. It was, really, really good match though. Then we got the main event, which was the Best of the Super Juniors final. And this was an awesome match. Hiromu Takahashi versus El Desperado. Just awesome. It was amazing. Like, as somebody who doesn't watch New Japan all the time, just really their big shows, or the G1, I don't know a great deal about the juniors, the junior heavyweights. So I didn't really know that there was a big history between Hiromu and Despy, but apparently there is, and it was awesome. He'd at one point Hiromu hit Time Bomb and El Desperado kicked out, which was cool, and then got really pissed off and just ripped Desperado's mask, and that Desperado then just went, well, I'll take it off then. He still had a bit on, but he just took it off, and yeah, Desperado wrestled without a mask. It was awesome. In the end, Hiromu won, so yeah, and I do just remember that I forgot to do predictions for the last ones. So after the Master Wato Ibushi Naito Bushi match, nobody got a point for that. We all picked LIJ and they lost. Then everyone but Joe picked God for the win, so we all got a point, which meant that I was up 4 to Carl's 2, and Seth's 2 by the main event. So there was 2 points in it, and obviously, well, there was one match left. So I think we all know what that means. New predictions champion. Yeah, I'm championing him. 15-time predictions champion. So yeah, that's pretty good. I like the look at this. Look at this on my shoulder and everything. I can see it too. I should get some pictures with it so I could see it some more and whatnot. But yeah, so I became champion. It was great. So I just watched the main event. It was awesome. Had a very, very good time with the main event. And Hiromu eventually won with Time Bomb 2. And yeah, he gave me another point. I believe, Seth and Joe both picked El Desperado, who lost, so they didn't get a point. So me and Kyle got points. So Kyle ended on 3, me on 5, and Joe on 1, and Seth on 2. Which, for Seth to sit there and go, hey, I'm really good at New Japan predictions, I've won my belt at it a couple of times, he didn't do very well. He only just did better than Joe, and Joe's got no clue. But yeah, no, overall it was a really good show. There was definitely some stuff that happened, definitely worth checking out, and yeah, it was really good. I won my belt back, which is also really good, which means that going into TLC, I am the predictions champion, and I am not losing it for at least a year. But actually, if we're being real, I'm going to hold on to it forever. So, yeah. that's my thoughts and my review of the World Tag League Best of the Super Juniors finals in New Japan. Yeah. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you thought of the show in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, follow the Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Links to those are in the description. And yeah, other than that, goodbye and good night.